What's going on, guys? I'm with the Moose, and I'm picking up in game number 3 of the ALCS, of course, against the Kansas City Royals. Definitely going to be very interesting to see what we can do here as we go to Kansas City. Also, another thing to note, other side of the bracket, the Dodgers are leading the Cubs 3-1 in that series, so it looks like the Dodgers have a very good chance to wrap it up, unless they kind of choke it away a la Golden State style. But let's get into it. Game number 3 of the ALCS, like I mentioned, at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. And right here, a lineup change real quick. Chris Young actually going to be playing left field instead of Andrew Benintendi. That is not because of Benintendi's performance. He's actually been playing very well, but we're facing off against Mike Minor, who is a lefty, and Chris Young absolutely kills lefties. So that is what we're going to do there. Here we go, Dustin Pedroia leading off the game, hitting a home run for us. A very great way to start off a game, especially after a loss. If you guys missed the last game, of course, you know it's a loss now, but check it out. It was actually a very fun game to watch, and of course, I'll link that on the screen for you. So we get that home run with Pedroia right there, and then we take a walk with Mookie a couple batters later. Hanley going to continue the inning, getting a base hit up the middle. That's going to go off the second baseman's glove. We'll take that. Omar Infante making a little bit of an error there, and we'll get on base with Hanley there. And then here we go. Jonathan Lucroy getting a base hit up the middle. We're going to send Mookie home, of course, with 2 down. Got to take some risks, and the throw's a little bit up the line at third, and we're going to score with Mookie. Actually would have been a very good, very close play, I should say, if that throw was on the money. Instead, we score pretty easily. Now, here is a story of this game. Errors, and more errors. Got an error right there with Xander. I don't know what he's doing. That was an easy out. Instead, Lorenzo Cain reaches. Then we get one off the foot of Andrew Cashner, and Cain had moved over to third off of a couple like a sac fly, moved him over, and a wild pitch as well. So he scores on that one. Then we walk Henry Morales. So we're kind of struggling right now. Kind of an interesting way to start the game, especially after getting that 2-1 lead. Don't really want to do that. We do strike out Alex Gordon, a big-time strikeout there for Cashner. Definitely needed that. And then Salvador Perez up next. He's going to ground out to Xander. Thank God, finally making the play this time and getting the final out of the inning. So we're moving into the 4th inning here. Still got the 2-1 lead. Chris Young up, and like I mentioned, he kills lefties. And there you go. Home run for Chris Young. A monster shot. Look at the third baseman. He knew it off the bat. He absolutely knew it. And that one's out of here. So Chris Young, very, very nice, giving us a boost. Definitely what we needed. That's exactly what he plays against lefties every single time. In my lefty lineup, he is always in. So definitely enjoy that. Now, bottom of the 4th, once again, right after we get another run, the next half inning, they're trying to strike back right away. Andrew Cashner on the hill here, and he pitched okay, but definitely could have been better. This inning was kind of troublesome, we'll say that much, if you guys want to take a look at this. So, of course, base hit, then a walk, 1-2 count to Alcides Escobar. He's going to ground out to Moncada at second base. Should have been an easy double play, and Pedroia making an error. Perennial Gold Glove candidate Dustin Pedroia throwing one into the stands. I was going to say into the dugout, giving them a run, and the runner moving over to second base. Now it's 3-2. They get a base hit up the middle. I'm thinking he's going to go home because he's got decent speed. Jackie coming up throwing. We do cut it off, thankfully, as he does not test Bradley's arm in center field, but that still moves the guy up. First and third now. And an easy pop out. This should be out number 2, no doubt about it. Yohan Moncada camping under it, and doink, hits off his glove. Third error of the game. Every single infielder, minus, of course, Hanley at first base, has made an error in this game. And that's not what you want to do. That is definitely not how you want it to go. Thankfully, later in the at-bat, Lorenzo Cain is going to pop out to Moncada again. And this time, he actually reels it in. Still not using 2 hands, which he probably should after that miss, but we'll take it. And then Gerard Dyson up next. He is actually going to get a base hit up the middle, and that's going to score the tying run. And they're also going to move over to second base. I did not expect that at all. He really was aggressive there. I threw to the cutoff man. Should have just thrown straight up to second, and he's going to get there, unfortunately. Next guy up, Eric Hosmer, and we walk him. That is not what we wanted to do. It's bases loaded now for who else but Kendry Morales, who absolutely kills me like I always mention. But thank God we strike him out with a high fastball, 3-2 count. A huge strikeout for Cashner, although that inning was definitely much tougher than it probably should have been. Now, moving over into the top of the 7th inning now, David Ortiz is going to take a walk right there, getting us a runner on base, and we're definitely considering possibly pinch running if we think we need to. Now, he's only on first and there's 2 down, so I don't want to do it yet, but then we get a base hit with Hanley Ramirez, and he's on second base now, and Ortiz would basically definitely need at least a double in the gap to score from second base, so we're going to pinch run Brock Holt here. The first time Brock Holt's gotten in any game in the postseason so far, so hopefully he's not too rusty. Of course, running is not that hard to do, but hopefully he can do it for us. 0-2 count, though, with Lucroy, and we strike out, so that's a little unfortunate because now we do not have the luxury of that David Ortiz at-bat later in the game, possibly in like the 9th inning, or maybe even the 10th if this game stays tied. Now here in the top of the 8th, we're going to strike out with Moncada, which should have ended the inning, but that ball gets away, it goes up front, and Moncada has great speed, of course. He reaches at first base, kind of a weird play, but we'll take it. Any time we can get a base runner, I'll take it now. Pedroia rips one down the left field line, and look at this insane grab by Alex Gordon. That was absolutely crazy. If he misses that, that's a run for sure, and probably a triple for Pedroia. Instead, he makes this kind of shoestring somersault catch in left field. Very nice catch, and preserving that tie for them. Very, very nice catch. Now here in the top of the 9th, you guys can see we had a ton of chances, and Xander does not miss that hanging curveball. That was way too easy. Joakim Soria in there, and Xander absolutely pulverizes that ball into left field. Our 3rd home run to left field in this game. We'll see if that continues throughout the series. Hopefully it does, but we'll take it. 4-3 lead now in the top of the 9th inning, of course, but we're not done just yet. Brock Holt, who, like I said, is in for David Ortiz now. He's going to get a base hit through the right side. Definitely got to love that. Definitely did not expect it at all, but we'll take it for sure. Next man up is actually Hanley Ramirez. Still only one down here in the top of the 9th. Soria still on for the Royals, and Hanley's going to get a base hit. Brock Holt going to move over to third base, and that's going to be a crucial play. Definitely being very aggressive on the base pass. Kind of risky, but hey, it worked out. And this is going to be a gigantic play in this game, actually, because then look at this. Jonathan Lucroy going to kind of line one to right field, but they're going to sliding catch that one. If he stays up and doesn't slide, I probably don't tag up, but this time I do, and I'm just barely safe. Like I said, being very aggressive on the base pass, and it worked out for us. Paid off, and we have a 2-run lead. Very nice for our closer, Craig Kimbrell, who's going to get Jared Dyson to fly out to left field, and that will end this one out. So we take game number 3. We have a 2-1 series lead in the ALCS. Definitely shaping up to be a very, very good series. Let me know what you guys think of it down in the comments down below. Also, let me know what you think of the Dodgers-Cubs series. Of course, we can't really see any gameplay from that, but let me know who you think is going to win that one. Of course, the Dodgers with a 3-1 lead in the NLCS. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.